Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Bloodborne on the PS4. So last time we went through the Forbidden Woods, and we killed the Three Stooges. And so this time we're going to be heading into Byrgenwerth, but before we do that, we're going to clean up a couple of things, because the boss of Byrgenwerth, Mr. CD-ROM, when he dies, shit kind of changes. And so I think it really only affects one of the two things that we're going to do, but since we're doing some stuff, I might as well wrap them both up. Alright, so the first thing is to talk to Miss Ariana Grande here. She gives you the curtsy. I will take her blood. She gives you a curtsy and some blood. So if we... Let's see here. Curtsy. There you go.
Oh, hello.
So yeah, she gives you blood, which you can use. Heals HP and temporarily boosts stamina recovery speed. You only get one of them at a time. Remember, the old healing church would know that her blood is similar indeed to precisely what was once forbidden. And she's a cathedral ward woman of pleasure. So we can use that. And then we can just get more from her. If we... I think we have to reload. But it doesn't really matter. The point is... That's pretty quick. The point is that we've talked to her.
Oh, hello.
I don't think we really have to do that much more. If we do and we screw it up, that doesn't... It's not the end of the world. Okay. So now we're gonna head to the Tomb of the Dark Beast, I think it's called. Graveyard of the Dark Beast. Okay. And here we're gonna finally head back through Old Yarnum and pay a visit to that guy with the Gatling gun. Yes, isn't that great? Isn't that great? Just coming through here at this point, just tearing shit to shreds. We can even kill this thing because we missed it last time. Done. That's cooler looking. Nothing weighing me down. Okay. Back through here. We can just kill all this stuff. All this angriness. Angerness. This is really just a waste of all of our time. Yeah, what about you? Okay. Range. Okay, so the big kind of, not really a revelation, because it wasn't like an, oh boy. It's kind of just now starting to really be discussed and be put out there on the internet and stuff like that, is the whole insight thing, which has confused many of people. Will probably confuse people as long as anybody plays this game, but those that are in the know. As I've talked about, even in like the last video with the shadows of Yharnam and stuff, is that Insight, I thought, a lot of people thought, made the game harder. You had 15 or more Insight. The game enemies had new movesets and just were tougher. This is now being thoroughly debunked.
Well, well. How did you get in here? It's no matter. What brings you to Old Yharnam? I've no interest in matters further up, but you must not disturb this place. The beasts do not venture above, and mean no harm to anyone. If you still insist on hunting them, then I will hunt you first. You understand me? Yes, very good. I no longer dream, but I was once a hunter too. There's nothing more horrific than a hunt. In case you fail to realize, the things you hunt, they're not beasts. They're people. One day you will see. It's time you got going. But first, a farewell gift. I have no use for it anyway.
There you go. And so that gives us the brush off dust. Dirt on my shoulder. There you go. Yeah, so he gives you the badge, which you can buy some stuff with, but we also still want to kill him. Because then we could buy his armor set. Which none of us really care about, but it's a possibility. I mean, I guess... Well, we don't want him to die there. We don't want him to die there. I think even if we drop him off here, the item will, like, no matter what, I think we have to reload. Unless maybe I kill him over there.
Is it the plan, or are you just waiting? When the frail of heart join the fray...
Well, I guess technically, well, we got a blood drag, sure, for the Vile Bloods, but I don't think he drops anything because he gave it to us. I think just if you kill him, then at the Insight Merchant you can buy his armor. I just pretty much wanted to do that for revenge for all that bullshit he gave me my first time. Anyways, as I was talking about, the guy by the name of a German spy who's kind of been part of the Souls community for a while, and he worked on the guide. And so did Epic Name Bro, but I'm very curious as to why Epic Name Bro hasn't mentioned this at all. Alright, man. Jesus Christ. Why is this... You know what? Fuck you. No, no. I'm standing my ground here. Yeah, Epic Name Bro hasn't talked about it at all. I don't know why. But a German spy has apparently been mentioning it. That Insight doesn't change jack shit, really. It changes... it lets you co-op, and it lets you level up, and it lets you buy stuff from the Insight Merchant, and it lets you see some things that maybe you weren't meant to see, and it does apparently change the guys with the big wooden crosses in front of Amelia. It does change that for some reason. And I guess it changes your frenzy, like, threshold or whatever. But that's about it. It doesn't give any really new movesets. It doesn't make anything harder. That's just it. So then you might be asking, is like, why then did the Shadows of Yharnam not do anything? You know, why were they just pansies? And, you know, there's quite a lot of examples that I've had of enemies not doing what I thought they were supposed to be doing. And, or even me learning about other abilities that I didn't even know bosses had. And apparently somebody else has learned. Memory leak problem. Wherein, if the game is left running, supposedly even in, like, standby mode, for, like, 12 hours or more, then it starts to affect the enemy AI. So, like, they will, like, that's like the only thing it affects, I guess, is what enemies do. Particularly bosses, is they have the most varied movesets. And, so yeah, that's crazy. And I'll admit that I don't think I've ever turned off the game. Since I've gotten Bloodborne, all I've done is either leave it running or put my PS4 in standby. Because why would I turn it off when it has standby, man? And so, yeah, hopefully that gets patched pretty quickly. I mean, I love cheesing bosses easily as much as the next guy, but, you know, that's not as intended, and we need the game as intended. This is including even, like, switching characters and stuff like that. Doesn't matter. It'll fuck up. Oh yeah, so there's the big fly people here in Byrgenwerth. There's not too many of them. Like I said, this is a small area, but that's something to keep in mind if you are against fly people. Okay, so Byrgenwerth is, or, well, was, a school. And, again, I don't know exactly what they were studying. The old ones, I think, something like that. Bullshit like that. And, of course, like most schools that study eldritch abominations and things like that, they went a little too far, and now they're fly people. As you can see. And so they'll grab you. I was grabbed just to demonstrate what happened. It just increases your frenzy bar there. Doesn't actually do any damage, which is nice. But then your frenzy bar, you know, if it maxes out, you take big damage. The only thing to reduce your frenzy bar is our sedatives, which we should find around here. And up here, there's going to be another Mind Flayer. Right there. He's going to try to cast the hold person spell. He's dead. There's the Arcane Lake, Quicksilver Bullets, so on and so forth. There's sedatives somewhere. I don't know where they are. Yeah, so here's the school. It's a small little school, really. It's not that big. And, but it's got a beautiful view. Look at the giant moon there. It's just so beautiful. Anyways. Yeah, good view. But then it also has a bit of a problem with the, you know, the local, fauna. Yeah, they got the fly people. They got the giant weird scorpion creatures that shoot fireballs. You know, little stuff like that kind of diminish the value of the school. Yeah, that kind of hurts. That kind of kills you, actually. Oh, they also have giant vagina mouths. But that's really neither here nor there. It's got a pretty view. Yeah, so clearly I'm not suffering from any memory leak problems, diminishing enemies' move sets, because I just got a couple fireballs. It is always fun when whenever one of these games comes out, when everybody's trying to piece together the lore across the internets, and it's always very fascinating to see what people come up with. They don't give you much in this game to go off of. I'll tell you that. Fly, man, don't do that. Ow. Yeah, I have Beast Roar. I should use it occasionally. We will skip the Mind Flayer. I see you. Boom! Fly man! Fly boy, no! You know what these things remind me of? They remind me of that Treehouse of Horror episode where Bart became a fly. Which, you know, is a lot like the plot. Well, actually, no. I was gonna say it's just like the Fly, but in the Fly, he became just kind of really weird looking. In that episode, he just became like... which is what it reminded me of. Yeah, so if you stay away from the vagina mouth and stuff like that, these things aren't too bad. But then they just shrink down. They kind of just disappear. It's crazy. Crazy. Great Ones of Wisdom. Should we look at this? I know you're curious. Fragments of the lost wisdom of the Great Ones, beings that might be described as gods. At Bergenworth, Master Willem had an epiphany. We are thinking on the basest of planes. What we need are more eyes. Interesting. So this refers to them, might be described as gods, but doesn't describe them as gods. It says might. Because really, how do you define God? I don't know. There's probably a description in a dictionary. What we need are more eyes. It's brilliant. Brilliant. Nobody ever thought of that before. Alright, so we're going to open up this tiny little shortcut, which does save us some headaches. Okay, this is kind of a bitch of a fight. Hopefully... oh, Pearl Slug. Should we look? Should we look at that? Well, here's the Blood Drag. They often appear in the blood of Echo Fiends, that is to say, the blood of hunters. Queen Annalise partakes in these Blood Drag offerings so that she may one day bear the child of blood. Next Vile Blood heir. Okay. Where is this slug thing? It wouldn't be here. It would... oh, it's a chalice thing. That's always boring. Yeah, so this fight is a pain. Hopefully we can stun lock her, maybe get some Beast Roar stuff going on. She's got a whip, and she's got kind of some Nyarlathotep powers. Kind of the stun lock I'm looking for. Alright, alright, alright. Your cane is good. We're all very impressed. What about this? Damn it! This! This! That's what I was looking for. Anticlimactic. Well, at least we're getting plenty of dregs, I guess. Yeah, fight was tougher when I did it the first time, but she didn't really use any of her other abilities, so maybe memory leak. I don't know. See, you never know now. Now it's not like an insight thing. With that, I used to understand that. Memory leak's like, I don't know. There you get the student uniform, but I think it's going to look worse than whatever we got going on. Here is a note. When the red moon hangs low, the line between man and beast is blurred, and when the great ones descend, a womb will be blessed with child. That's a pretty important lore bit. Alright, so right around this point, my live commentary cut out because my microphone was failing. So now that I'm finally going through these videos and uploading them, I have a new microphone, so this is where the post commentary is going to be coming in. So we come up here and we kill this this flyboy, and we grab a empty phantasm shell, which is another arcane item. Empty invertebrate shell that is said to be a familiar of a great one. The Healing Church has discovered a great variety of invertebrates, or phantasms as they are called. Shells with slime still harbor arcane power and can be rubbed on weapons to imbue them with their strength. And so I was very excited when I grabbed this, because it was like, oh, we have the arcane to use this. We can put some arcane power on our blades of no mercy, boost them up even more. I was really pumped. I was like, this is gonna be great. And then so I put it on, hotbar. Throw it on. Nope. No go. Because you can't buff the Blades No Mercy because it's really bullshit. Yeah. But anyways, moving on. You do have to come up to this little area to grab the Lunarium key so you can go outside to, I guess, the Lunarium, which most people just call a balcony, but I guess if you can see the moon, it's called a Lunarium. I don't know. I did remark back then at how small this place was for a school. I thought it was kind of bullshit. This is, I'm pretty sure this is Gilbert. I think is what people have decided. I don't know exactly if that's for sure. All he does when you talk to him is he just points over there to that edge and he says, and so nobody's really found any purpose for this guy other than just killing him to get a rune. So for now, probably just kill him every time unless you're testing to see if there's any difference if you leave him alive. I did leave him alive in my first playthrough, so because I was so interested in what's over here with the moon and the moon's reflection and then the double moon reflection in the water, and it's like, oh, and then I was like, do I really just jump in there? I'm gonna die, and but eventually you must jump. Like so. Okay, so this is the Moonside Lake, which is a lake underneath a lake, which is really cool, and it's Moonside. So it's really interesting, like, where the hell are you, you know? You will probably never really know where you are. I guess it's some alternate plane of existence. It's really cool. And up here is Mr. Rom Stoppable himself. When you first enter, he is not aggressive, so you can charge up your biggest attacks and prep all you want, whatever. When he does aggro finally, you're going to get all these little spiders that drop down. And there are basically two ways to do this fight. One is you kill all the spiders before going back to Rom and dealing with him. Which is my preferred method because I don't like to leave them alive while I'm trying to run around. Option 2 is you just bum rush Rom as much as possible and you ignore every spider. which is apparently the speedrun method. Again, I haven't tested it because being bitten in the ass by a spider is one of my fears, so I was hoping to try some Beast Roar and maybe it would do something, but no, not really. Rom is kind of annoying, as he'll just basically keep tracking you when you're near, and so you really got to kind of get around him. But with all the spiders there, and if they jump with that attack and hit you, it does a lot of damage. But when they do the jump and their asses are sticking out of the ground, they are one-shottable no matter what. So then Rom himself will cast some spells to try and hurt you. His most common spell is when he summons down the big blue ice bullshit, which is very easy to dodge. Rarely will you really be hit by that if you keep moving, and it doesn't do that much damage if you do get hit. His other spell attack is that giant explosion you saw, which basically killed me. He's got a bit of a tell for that, so you can know when it's coming. So you probably want to get out of there, unlike what I did. You know, I edited the rest of this video quite a bit. I don't know why I left this in. Probably because I'm dumb. Luckily, it's a pretty quick run back. So, but CD-ROM is he's not that tough. Again, if you take care of the spiders and you know how to dodge his raining missile attack, it's just basically a matter of time. So there's an edit right there, because this is actually my third attempt, not my second attempt, and I'm going to speed this up a little bit because I took my time killing all the spiders this time, so we'll just make it a little quicker. The Blades of Mercy were not great for dispatching the spiders because they couldn't really, they have this kind of face armor that will, your weapon will kind of bounce off of it. And so when I use the Kirk hammer, I could just kind of break through, and if you hit them enough times, you'll just break through their face, and then they'll die. The Blades of Mercy just didn't really work that well, so I kind of had to swoop in from the side and kill them that way, but it worked. It worked all right. So then I pop Beast Blood Pellet so I can get some more deeps out of it, and yeah, just kind of go to town on Rom. And so I got about half his health down, but since I got half his health down, I basically triggered 2 phases instead of just 1. So he basically teleported twice and summoned twice as many spiders as he would have normally. But that's alright. I mean, basically I just run around killing the spiders. For my other build, my I guess basically my quality build that I did with the stake driver, whatever I think it's called. It's the weapon you get from the from taking care of the hunter on top of the big tower with the Gatling gun. The Gatling gun guy. You can buy his weapon. So I used that weapon in my alternate playthrough, and when I got here, I think I just loaded up with fire paper. I killed all the spiders, the 1 spiders, and then my first bum rush on Rom himself, I basically just stun-locked him with so much damage, and he never teleported once, so that's possible. Blades of Mercy did not work that well, and you actually saw a rare attack from the spiders where they sprayed silk on me, which apparently hurts, so you don't see that too often. So then here I should be able to just deep some down with another Beast Blood Pellet. Again, the issue here is just kind of keeping in range of attacking. And there you go. All right, so that was a very strange cinematic, and then you wake up here and you see this thing in front of you, and it's like, all right, now we know something. It's about to get real crazy, you know. So the woman that we saw is supposedly Queen Yarnum, who's basically the founder of Yarnum. She's like a Thumerian queen, or there's all sorts of little lore bits like that, apparently. And so yeah, I guess Rom was kind of holding back this nightmare. He was like the barrier. So now that Rom's dead, because we killed him, now nightmare descends upon Yarnum. And so that the red moon signifies that. Yeah, not much else to really say about that. So now we're in Yahargul, and things are a bit different. The sky is crazy. The moon is red. We see those kind of spider-ish, giant-looking creatures are hanging on all sorts of buildings. See there. Those are called, apparently, lesser amygdalas. And yes, we'll find the regular amygdala later. And yeah, things. There's a big difficulty spike around here, I think, because these guys do a lot more damage than their normal counterparts. But I think we switched back to live commentary right now, even though it's really quiet. So I will be gone. Let's check over here. Chunks, so forth. Check this, although I don't anything. There's the Iru, more items from fallen enemies. Boosts our discovery by 70, which is big. Over here. You can buy lead elixirs now. Again, more of a PvP. Buy twin bloodstone shards now. And there is the Ashen Hunter. The sweet cat. I'll show you what you care about. This is really the highest defense hat. This hat looks bad. What's that?
What? Very well. Let me.
Okay. Anyways, I don't know how much commentary I lost, but my name is Mangg. Game you're watching is Bloodborne.